This unit has been active for 5 years to the day now. I've been here for about 3.5 of those years, and in that time I've seen the unit change command staffs multiple times. I've seen 2nd Squad opened at least 5 times. I've seen a mass exodus, and I've also recently seen this massive recruitment we've had. I've been here when I've had to organize CAXs after the new year began because the leadership was absent. And I was also part of the largest unit event in this unit's history. Saw CAX less than 7 months ago with only 43 attendees, and last Sunday we had over 110. This unit has changed in many ways, and also in many ways it stayed the same. When I joined this unit I was still in high school. I had just started dating the woman I would marry, and I knew nothing about the United States Marine Corps. Today I stand 9 days away from having 2nd Lieutenant bars pinned on and accepting a commission in the Marines. The 15th has had a very important impact in my life, among others. It's consumed months, if not years, of my time, and it has definitely influenced my interest in the Marines and developed me both as a leader and as a person. While this unit has changed over the last 3.5 years, the group of gamers here have remained the same. The unit has always attracted a certain breed of gamer. It takes a certain type of person to sit on a hill for 3 hours with binoculars, or to carry around extra ammo for a machine gunner. It takes an even rarer person to enjoy that activity and to seek it out. And the type of person that seeks that out and enjoys that kind of activity is the kind of person that enjoys teamwork, the kind of person that enjoys being a part of something that's bigger than themselves. And that is the type of person that we not only attract here in the 15th, but that we keep. A lot of people will join us, be with us for a little bit, and then leave. And they'll do that because they get bored, they don't like our policies, whatever the reason may be. But the people that stay for a long period of time are the people that genuinely enjoy themselves and enjoy the teamwork that we have here. In a group this large, 150 active people at least, there's always going to be fights, there's always going to be conflict, and there will always be different points of view. That being said, this group is not just a random clump of people that play games together. In many ways, we are far more than just a group of friends. Every single day I've been here in this unit, with all of you, I've been blown away by a sense of family and brotherhood that I've witnessed. For instance, on April Fool's Day this year, I put in what I thought was a very over-the-top sounding resignation complaining of severe financial issues that were forcing me to sell my computer and move. I thought, there's no one that's actually going to believe this. I did it because everybody does it on the April Fool's Day. It's a command staff member, some high-ranking person, puts in a fake resignation and just jokes around with it. Within a few hours, I had offers of over $5,000 in loans and gifts. That just doesn't happen in a normal group. It doesn't even happen amongst some of your random group of friends that you have. That happens in a family. And however dysfunctional and sometimes self-hating, that's what we are here in the 15th. We're a family. Here's to another 5 years of killing commies, dictators, and terrorists with all my family. Happy birthday, Virtual Marines.
Joined the unit back in 2010. Then we were under Captain Miller, and as the sergeants them said, we had a lot of petty little fights going on throughout the unit.
User joined your channel.
You know, it got bad to where, you know, pretty much half of the unit quit the unit and the game. Now I had a 1-year leave, and I've recently come back and was happy to be able to come back, only losing one grade. And I see the unit now, and I wish it was like this. Everybody has great communication with each other, and it is, like he said, more of like a family.
Thank you. I think that's it, or you got more?
That's
about all you had to say?
One small comment is a lot of you guys that are first sergeants, captains, first lieutenants, and that. I remember when most of you were privates. I've trained a lot of people who are in high command now, and it's actually very nice to see you guys still around. That's all I have to say.
That's awesome. Thanks.
All right, Brooker, you're up.
I just want to say I know I don't have much to say here. I've only been around for a couple months now, but I've enjoyed every day of my time. I've met a lot of good people, even in the short time I've been here. And hopefully, to the contrary of what Major Penny said, hopefully the lights don't get shut off, because I'm really enjoying my time. And anyone who I've not met, I hope to meet more of you and make some more friends, because I've made a bunch so far. And I hope to be here till the end, if there is an end. That's it.
Awesome. If everyone else hasn't caught on, if you'd like to speak, just throw a C up in the bottom chat like we do in debriefs. Buck, you're up.
Okay. Well, as Benny said, been here for a long time. I got here about April 2008. That was my freshman year of college, so I was about 18, and I'm 23 now. So, been here, when I first got here, there was, it was just Gambler 1. It's now designated 1-1, but, Infantry has come a long way. I've never been in any other place other than Infantry, so, like, for most people, they've, gone on to Corpsman or gone to, Ace or whichever. I haven't moved from this spot in infantry. I've just moved up and recently back down. I've seen the times where infantry was, we had 3 squads, but we didn't have the unofficial three-week rule where you would go to reserves afterwards. So after 3 weeks, so we'd have a whole platoon, but no real people show up to CAXs and stuff. And you'd only have like 2 fire teams, and that was really rough. But we've also seen where we had no real leadership in infantry. That was early on, and infantry's really grown a lot over the years. The unit's grown a lot over the years. We get better and better each year. I'm always amazed at the giant leaps and ideas that people bring in with them when they join the unit, and I'm looking forward to going into Armor 3 with the 15th, and can't wait for the community alpha to start recording stuff and getting it posted, and that's about all I had.
Awesome. Wolfler?
Gentlemen, I've been here now 2 years or so. I just wanted to say it's been really a great time. Thank you all, and I hope to be here for much longer. Everybody's asleep here. It's 2 o'clock in Europe, and my family knows that like Sundays is like my Arma 2 night, and they still can't believe that after 2 years, every Sunday, I managed to get back home and sit in front of my computer, play Arma. They just can't believe I've been sticking to this game for so long, and it's not about the game. It's really about all of you guys and all it's brought to me, and for sure it's really done something for me personally, as it has for you, Sergeant Major, I guess. And I'd just like to say thank you all and happy birthday to the 15th.
Awesome. Anybody else? Alrighty then, we'll transition into a couple awards.
Hey, Rid.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when Ace first came out and how fucking awesome it was?
Yeah.
Now, like, 25% of people hate it.
I think I even recall at one point the Ace mortar system was working.
Yeah. Remember back in the day when everyone absolutely fucking hated Acre? Hey, anybody in this channel want to stop using Acre?
Fuck no.
You remember when we were testing the weight system and I think it was Gallagher put on like 80 kilos and took off down the runway?
Oh, I remember
Right on
that.
his face after like 10 feet. And he couldn't move for like 20 minutes.
We could always go back to Ventrilo and do all them bullshit binds we used to do, right?
Please, no. God, no.
Oh, no.
Hey, you could do that with TeamSpeak too.
Those are dark times.
What about the
Another
hidden
panning
locked
house.
offices about on the bottom of Ventrilo that we don't have no more, right?
I'm gonna put
Yes.
those back. I'm gonna put those back. Shut up.
Anyone remember 15th After Dark? That probably still happens around here somewhere.
Oh God, it does. Does anybody remember Taylor, Sergeant Taylor, and
Yes, I miss Taylor. I miss Taylor. Does anybody remember Penny Taylor?
That dude's famous. I don't know who that dude was. Pretty sure he's like a same guy at some point.
I think he's in this channel with us.
Oh, he's got a,
And I don't care if he hears it. He's gay.
Oh, he's got Snicker out of Johnny Penny.
I remember Oro's basic orientation where he always talked about Barton's call sign Zipper. I got that.
Oh. That's a story they don't need to hear.
That was pretty funny.
Sure they do. Although then everybody would know the intimate details of Barton, and that's just not fair.
Zippy.
Oh, Zippy. Who doesn't know the story of Zippy here?
Anybody below the rank of like E5 does not know that story.
Probably not. It used to be how we ran the basic orientation, the section on call signs. Was the story about Zippy. Barton was a pilot here for freaking forever, for those that don't know. And you remember from basic orientation, we say that there's difference between official call signs and unofficial call signs. And official call signs you use on the radio, unofficial are just kind of like nicknames you can call back and forth. And one of the basic training instructors we used to have, Gunner Sergeant Noros here, he used to always use the story of Zippy. And freaking Zippy was an unofficial call sign example, because everyone was playing around on, at that time, Ventrilo, fucking around, and Barton was in channel, just kind of minding his own business, being quiet, and all of a sudden you hear this fucking blood-curdling scream from hell from Barton, and the channel just goes quiet, and people are like, what the fuck was that? And he's like, I got my dick caught in my zipper. And everyone starts cracking up and laughing for like 3, 4, 5 seconds, and like, why the fuck did you have your dick out in TeamSpeak with us? And so from that point on, he got called Zippy, and he hated that call sign. He liked it.
It's because he thought his mom was coming downstairs. That's why he started dipping it up real fast. That's why he got caught. Remember, Private Oros, and then me, and then PFC Uniat, first machine gun team.
I should have killed the weeds before it even started. Before it grew.
I tried. Went to reserves for a little bit, because we weren't doing anything.
Bubba's platoon was the equivalent of Gambler 2 right now, in terms of getting their feet off the ground. Not nearly a strong start, though.
That was always cursed. They open up second platoon and they'd be shut right back down.
Yep.
Is Stark still with the platoon?
Who?
Stark?
He's a MEU executive officer.
Wasn't his old nickname Weed Whacker?
Yep.
Oh, I gave him that nickname. We were doing something on domination. We were doing a side mission, and we were all in this Blackhawk at the time. We were using Blackhawks, and we were going to be dropped off. Long and behold, he hits something, and we flip upside down, and we're going down the side of the mountainside upside down. So I was like, great, we're like a fucking weed whacker, and we explode into a million pieces. And that's how he got that. And he'll tell you he always, it's because he uses nap, you know, flying close to the ground, but he's full of it. You just tell him, told you. He's upside down.
Is that back when we were still using Blackhawks?
Yes. That's Armor 1 days, man.
Because we had Blackhawks because there were no fucking Hueys, and then we had Little Birds. Do we have Little Birds? No.
Yeah.
A little while.
Savage
Yeah, we had Little Birds a little bit.
Okay. Then we had to use the Army units because they didn't have a Morpat replacement.
Yeah.
And that's what I was about to do in Armor 3.
I remember when Johannes Marines came out and everyone was up on that shit. Like no tomorrow for Armor 1.
Remember when we didn't have the up-armored Humvees?
Oh God, yes.
I remember how tanks couldn't cross bridges. They'd be bouncing all over the fucking place.
You be quiet now.
That was funny.
Do you remember when we had to... We would convoy literally 500 meters in Humvees?
Yeah.
Because we would go to Paraiso, which was literally like not even a click away from the airport.
Machine Gun Hill. What was it? That shit was funny.
The House of Death.
The boobies over Samoa.
Yeah, the titties.
I remember one cax we did with Oros. We were turning a corner by the church. He's like, I'm gonna peek around the corner. The second he peeks out, there's a Zeus and lights up the corner. He freaks out and he just jumps back and almost shoots Penny or Buck in the face.
Oh my god, I remember.
Who the heck was it? Remember we were all getting out of the, what was it, the 5-ton? And somebody accidentally clicked on their mouse and they had the saw and they killed everybody, including Tiernan.
Wait, there's...
Oh, I don't think I remember that person. He probably got raced out of existence by James.
I don't think he ever existed. I remember when I got killed by 4th Recon because Hartman had weapons to swing around an entire city and clear one side, and then 4th Recon came down the street and shot me in the face because they can't tell Marpats and correct helmets.
Ooh, do you remember when Stark went to AAVs for a week and I plugged him with my fucking tank?
I remember that.
You guys remember that fucking op we did? It was a joint op with the 26th MEU, and they all took the Zodiac and they went on to land in that island, and they just got raped by that D-30.
Yeah.
And it was like 30 seconds into op, you just fucking see everyone from the 26th MEU just dying.
Remember when we didn't have a mission team to make missions?
Remember Martinez?
Yeah. I remember doing the first Force Recon tryout with Martinez, fucking having to do a 500-meter swim, and then like a 10-click ammo can march, and it was like me and Troy fighting it out at the end there.
Yeah, screw you. You don't even know how bad Martinez was at some points. We had to do military freefall school with Martinez for like Halo and Halo shit. That took us 8 hours. Every single time someone missed a landing by a meter, anyone in the entire team missed the landing, a 10-meter circle, by any amount, we just redid the whole thing as a group. 8 freaking hours of jumping out of planes and slowly floating to the ground.
I remember that.
Kind of reminds me of Stark teaching TVS.
Yeah, your 4-hour class.
Remember someone died in land nav?
Oh yeah, every time.
How did you die in
Yeah.
land nav?
No, there's been 3 land navs. 3 times people have died, 2 times somebody's caught on fire.
Yup. Yeah, that's the 15th MEU land nav. Spontaneous combustion.
Do you guys remember when Hawaii first came out? You couldn't go down hills in Humvees or any vehicles because you just blow up the second you go down the hill.
Yes. I think I was there for one of those. I think.
I remember when we were like, "Oh my God, it's gonna have lasers!" Yeah. And
No,
nobody.
It was the Mother's Day marathon that one of them guys exploded. I think I can't remember what it was.
I miss F-18s. They were pretty badass.
They had to
Until
go.
they dropped a bomb on your head.
Ooh, what's that coming up my head?
Educate.
Oh, you remember that one at the end of the op? Educate blew up the whole fucking hotel we were all in.
Yep.
And he leveled everybody.
There were 3 survivors, and I was one of them.
That reminds me of when Roddy got into that the MV-22, and we were going landing on. I don't remember. All I remember is we were sitting on the LHD. It was a packed freaking Osprey. He goes to fly it onto Utez, and then all you see is the Osprey crash into the ground, and like 40 names start popping up on the fucking bottom left of the chat.
Alright, just so everyone knows, I have Spiegel's new MSO on ClassGAN ready to fire up on one of the unit servers here.
Awesome.
Would anybody... Good luck getting a slot there.
User joined your channel.
Would anyone have a reliable link to roll back TeamSpeak?
Yes.
Hey Bino, who was it that like barely missed the tank?
What do you mean?
Somebody dropped a bomb and they say, "Well, I only barely hit the tank" or something.
Oh God, that used to happen a lot, man. I can't remember that stuff.
Oh, come on.
I used to have the biggest grudge with the fucking A-Swing because I used to blow my tanks up all the time.
We would never do that.
And then the weapons platoon, when Captain Fartman was there, I used to level his guys all the time with overpressure. Him and Willett used to always have like an E-penis contest. They always be screaming at each other one way. Or in arguments. You remember that?
Yeah, it brings back memories. I remember one op where we successfully backflipped and barrel rolled the tank.
Oh, I remember one op where I was in Miller's tank, and it was some massive desync, and I was told to go to the front of the convoy, so I did. Well, on my screen there was no command Humvee there, and on their screen they were there. So when the desync caught up, I punted them halfway across the fucking map, killing them all.
I remember that.
I remember that one.
Oops. What time did I join anyways, Penny? A week after Stark, so it was...
Damn kid, I don't remember when you joined. If you didn't join in 2009...
January 2009. I think it was January 2009.
So we've been with somebody here from 2007.
God.
The only 2 people from 2007 were Miller and Barton.
Wow.
Okay, Rick, you have it up.
Yep. I'm going to wrap this up with one citation to read. And then those that want to go play MSO or do what they would like to are welcome to. Just as a note of clarification, this award is going out to 4 people, 3 of which are present, and we got lazy writing the citation, so all 4 names are I'm not going to read the same citation 4 times, essentially, so don't expect it. Attention orders. This is certified that the command staff has awarded the Air Medal to Captain Yannick, Second Lieutenant Forbes, Student Naval Aviator Fryover, and Student Naval Flight Officer Badala.
For meritorious achievement while in aerial flight, while operating a UH-1Y as part of HMLA 369, on 3 June 2012, during combat operations, the flight crew successfully inserted a force reconnaissance team into a hot landing zone. Despite taking heavy small arms fire, the flight crew successfully suppressed the enemy long enough to drop them off. After completing their mission a short time later, the force reconnaissance team requested an extraction from a nearby position. The flight crew maneuvered the aircraft in the extraction point and waiting for force recon to get to the helicopter. After setting down the Huey, they began taking an increasing amount of small arms fire. The force recon team was delayed while loading in the helicopter with casualties. Despite the increasing intensity of enemy fire, the flight crew maintained return fire from both door guns and small arms in order to provide cover fire for the wounded force recon team long enough for all to be extracted safely. The flight crew's performance under fire, calm attitudes, and professional excellence reflected great credit upon themselves and were keeping with the highest traditions of 15th MEU Realism Unit. Given this day, 21 June 2012. Signed, Major B. Bird, Commanding Officer, 15th MEU. Congratulations.
Good job.
Congratulations. Congrats.
Thank you.
Can I trade that in for a butter bar? Thank you.
Please, God.
And I will say that shit was crazy. It was just, we have it on video if you guys wanted to see it, but it was just nuts.
Yeah, that one was a fucking crazy extraction.
It was a lot of fun.
It was only fun because you survived.
All right. Happy birthday, everyone. And you're all dismissed to go do whatever you would like to do.
Good.
Thanks. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Thank you. I like
Thank you for making the 15th.